live.
Almost live. Getting
We
there.
would be if YouTube would just let us do it without the 1,000 subscribers. Welcome to Masters of the Geekverse. I am one of your co-hosts, Retro John, and with me, as always, is Double J, Jared Joseph.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masters of the Geekverse. So, it's been a big week.
Big week.
Big
and we're
week.
going to talk about it. We've got Scarlett suing Marvel, or Disney, technically Disney. We've got the man, Kevin Smith, started filming Clerks III yesterday on his birthday. Happy birthday. Happy 51, Mr.
Happy
Kevin
birthday,
Smith.
man.
And probably the biggest surprise of the week, especially if you're a wrestling fan, the firing of the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Man, that was the shock. Like, I think most.
And we'll get into it more because Ric Flair has also been let go.
Yeah, I saw that, but he requested it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the lawsuit. I was reading some more about the lawsuit. In case you haven't heard, Scarlett Jo Hansen is not happy with Disney because she accuses them of breaking the contract by releasing Black Widow both at the theater and digitally at the same time in her contract. Supposedly, that wasn't supposed to happen because I was downing her because she's biting the hand that feeds her. That's what I was saying originally.
Yeah, same.
Did a little bit more research, and apparently I could see why she's upset because her money comes from the box office gross at the theater, not the digital distribution.
It's like the boss makes a dollar, I make a dime, I guess you could say. She makes a majority of her money off of box office sales.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd be upset too. And then
if you don't do the research, all you're thinking is, oh God, how much freaking money does she need off this damn movie?
Right.
But no, that's not the case at all. She actually, so I understand why she's a little pissed off, but at the same time, we're still on a pandemic.
Right.
And Disney.
I mean, she's done anyways, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she died.
She's definitely done. Whether maybe she'd come back later on or not, she's done.
Right. She died in Endgame, and then spoilers alert. Yeah. She died in Endgame, and then was lucky enough to get her own movie that was set like 6 years before that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that which I'm gonna say should have came long before Endgame.
Exactly.
We should have had a Black Widow movie back when we were introducing after Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Is when we should have had the Black Widow.
Definitely. But I mean, I don't blame her at all. Like if your paycheck's based on that, it's like commission. I mean, if you think about it. So.
And now we're adding, what's her name? She's in Cruella now.
Emma
Stone. Emma Stone is contemplating. So
and then I saw something about Emily Blunt might be doing the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, because Disney, or not Disney. What's the movie she's in with Dwayne Johnson?
Jungle Cruise.
Yes, Jungle Cruise.
Good movie, by the way. Very good. Yeah. Definitely, it's got the Pirates of the Caribbean feel to it.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
I'm gonna have to check
The Rock
out.
was asked, and The Rock is not planning or contemplating suing. Just throwing that out there.
But
Emily Blunt. Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
But he's in like 10 movies a year though, and probably has, he's
but have
good.
You ever seen a bad Rock movie? Some goofy ones. You've seen some goofy ones, but they're really bad.
I can't say bad. Like
and the Mummy Scorpion King thing doesn't count.
No. One of my favorites, Walking Tall.
I like Walking Tall.
I liked Walking Tall. A lot of people were like, oh, but I like. Oh, I thought it was a really good movie.
But yeah, this lawsuit thing. At first I was like, why are you biting the hand that feeds you? They gave you, and then you find out that the majority of her money comes from those box office grosses, which, though it's done okay, has not been their top Marvel movie. It wasn't that bad of a movie. I'm going to say it was better than Ms. Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a bad movie. I'm just going to leave it there.
All right. What I'm hoping comes out of it, like, this is going to sound horrible, but like, throw her to Deadpool, like, have Deadpool put out a joke about it.
If they're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. If they're allowed to talk about it. But it's Disney, man. Like, I see them just settling out of court and then whatever. And then
I'm not to do the right thing here.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's Disney, so she's probably gonna get like their reputation of difficult to work with.
Yeah, because they're already fighting back.
Yeah,
with we didn't break the contract.
And, right, but
if it's in her contract, then then yes, you did break it. We're gonna end up finding out more stuff about it.
Right. And then the Marvel boss, he's kind of like sticking up for her. He's like, I'm embarrassed. I told him not to do it.
Oh, Feige? Kevin
Feige? Kevin Feige. He's like sticking up for her, which, I mean, she's been with Marvel since like not the beginning, but close to the beginning.
She was in Iron Man 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 2009. Well, Iron Man 1 was 2008. It had been a couple years. I'm going to say 2010.
Maybe it was 2011.
Okay, so maybe it was the 11.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, so I can't look it up right now.
All right. But I will. But yeah, man, she's been with them. She's like one of the
10 years.
She was like the first like Avenger. She was like before Cap and Thor, I think.
Well, in
introduced
movies, I mean, you got to remember, technically in the title, Captain America,
right? Yeah, definitely. I feel like she was introduced in the movies before Chris Evans Captain America.
No, she was after.
Was she?
Yeah,
because was it?
I really want to look, but
Iron Man 2 was 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was Captain America?
Captain America, the first Avenger, was 2011.
So technically you're right.
Right. But I mean, in the movies and in the comics, let's admit, Cap was the first Avenger introduced because of
the Avengers were in the comics. The Avengers already existed before Cap.
Yeah,
Captain didn't come until issue 4.
Right? No, I'm talking about the first created.
No,
because he was Marvel before Marvel was Marvel.
Cap. Oh
yeah. So, yeah, man. I just feel like the whole situation, like, I mean, it's not going to be real messy. Like, we was already planning on not seeing her in the Marvel movies anymore.
Well, no, her sister, the blonde, technically not her sister, but the blonde woman's basically going to be taking over the Black Widow role.
Right. Yeah. So I mean,
and she did a good job in the movie. She did really good.
Yeah.
So we'll see her again in the new Hawkeye series.
I'm not trying to sound like an ass, but like, it's not
too late.
It's not a huge loss due to the fact that we already lost her in Endgame.
Well, yeah, we'll find out more here, I'm sure, in the coming months.
Oh yeah, and then I feel like it was going to get messy anyways with Ryan Reynolds now being brought into the MCU because they was married back in the day.
Were they?
Yeah. And I saw things that they didn't want to work with each other. So, I mean, who knows, but.
Well, let's go on to some good news with Kevin Smith celebrated his 51st birthday very recently. Yesterday, I believe.
Yesterday, yeah.
We're filming this on a Tuesday. So, and how did he celebrate? He celebrated by starting to film Clerks III.
Yes. And I'm excited.
I didn't think there was going to be one.
Me neither.
I didn't think there was going to be a Mallrats 2. I still don't think there's going to be a Mallrats 2 because who goes to the damn mall anymore? Especially out.
That's the point of Mallrats 2, though.
Is it?
From what I've understood, the point of Mallrats 2 is like Dawn of the Mallrats or something like that. Like the script is like Banky moved his comic book shop to the mall and he's trying to save the mall.
Which we saw in Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Exactly. So it's and like the mall's getting ready to might be closing, so he's trying to save the mall is like the whole point of the movie.
Now, have you ever seen? This is the second time we've seen a comic book store in a mall in a movie. Have you ever seen a comic book store in a mall?
Mallrats.
Now, not a movie. In real life, have you seen a comic book store based in a movie or in a mall, in a real mall?
Does Springfield kind of, if you count that?
Killings, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Before that, though, I managed to find one in Chicago.
Really?
About maybe 8 years ago or so. I don't remember the damn name of it, but a buddy of mine was like, let's go to the comic store. I know where there's one at. And we go to the mall. I'm like, what are we doing at the mall? There's just a comic book store in the mall. I'm like, yeah. And I always wanted to see a comic store in the mall ever since Mallrats.
Right.
And they were pretty cool. Unfortunately, they went under. 2 years ago, they went under.
Yeah. Then there's that one I was telling you about. I can't think of the name of it. It's where I found the Constantine figure about one time. It's in that mall that's like outside. It's in down in Missouri.
Okay.
I mean, that one's not bad. I like that one. That one was cool. So but other than that,
Clerks 3, though, what do we know about it?
From what I've understood, is this one is about Jeff Anderson's character Randall has a heart attack.
It's basically Kevin Smith's story told through Randall,
but backwards.
This happened. Yeah,
right. Because he has the heart attack and then decides to film like Clerks in the U.S. world.
Yeah, I think Randall is dealing with like the fact that he almost died. He's getting older. He doesn't have much friends other than Dante.
All right.
So,
but that's all that I've really know. I think that's all that he's really said about it. But I'm wondering. My big thing is I'm wondering how they're going to do the kid between Becky and Dante, which is something I'm wanting to see.
Yeah, is this going to be like the same time? Is this a time like the exact time between 2 and 3, or what's the time frame? Because at this point, the kid would probably be pushing close to 18.
Yeah, definitely. Like 17, 18, maybe 19. Like, I'm trying to think. I think that came out, and I want to say like 06 or 07, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's definitely he's up there in age.
Or maybe the kid will take over the business. Who knows?
Yeah.
Now, I did see a casting that I was excited about because we are going to see Dante's girlfriend in the first one.
Oh, Rosario Dawson?
No, not Rosario. In the first Clerks.
Oh, the first one. Oh, 37.
I don't remember her name. Her or the actress's name. Veronica.
Yes.
They're thinking Caitlin. I'm like, no, not Caitlin.
No.
I would like them to honor the actress who played Caitlin Bree.
Yeah.
Now, because if you're not aware, the actress Caitlin Bree actually passed away some years ago.
Yeah, she did. I don't even remember what it was. I don't remember what it was from.
I don't think we ever found out what it was.
No.
Just that she passed away.
Yeah, she passed away. When was it? Like, man, I mean,
it was a while ago. It was a long while ago.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like, because you didn't see either of them in Clerks 2.
No.
They got mentioned.
Now, did you ever read the Clerks comic book follow-up?
I've never read the follow-up.
There was a scene where Dante is going to go visit Caitlin in the nut house, basically.
Yeah.
And Randall talked him into bringing this giant candy cane to shove somewhere while she's catatonic. And so he gets there, he's talking to her, he pulls out the candy cane, looks at her, looks at the candy cane. You see him go forward. There's a blank screen. You hear snap. And he breaks the candy cane inside. And she comes out of it all right. She comes out of her comatose state and fucking loses it and chases Dante out.
I remember. You remember the Clerks animated series, right?
Oh yeah, I have that. I love that.
Same. She was in an episode, I believe.
Yeah, you hear in the background because they were supposed to have another date, and she goes, "Oh, now I'm doing the team," or something like that. Yeah, trying to make Dante jealous.
Like she was, if I remember correctly, she was like lost it because of what happened in the bathroom in the first movie.
You mentioned you ordered Clerks X DVD set.
I did.
There is a cut scene that shows what happens in the funeral, but it's in animated style.
Oh yeah,
and it's awesome. It's hilarious.
Yeah, because Joey Adams is in it.
Yeah, she voices her character in the cartoon.
Yep. But it's so
what
funny.
are you hoping to see in Clerks 3, though?
I'm hoping. Well, we got Dante, Randall. James Silent Bob's going to be in it.
Of course.
I'm hoping.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping Jason Lee comes in as one of his characters.
One of his characters. I'd like to see his character from Clerks 2 come back. Actually, pickle
fucker.
Have you ever watched Clerks 2 edited on TV?
What is it?
Have you ever watched Clerks 2 edited on TV?
I don't think I have.
You gotta watch it edited because when he comes in, they don't say fucker. They say pickle. So throughout the whole time they're insulting him, they're calling him pickle. So when Jay yells out, "Hey, some pickle just gave us free eats," or I bet you remember it pretty fondly, don't you? Pickle. So just keep calling him pickle throughout that whole scene.
Oh man, it's
hilarious. Oh, it's funnier than the actual scene, unedited.
That's great. I haven't seen it on TV, but I'm hoping. Jason Lee comes back. You know who we haven't had an update from though, like at all since Mallrats is I think it was Jeremy Landon, right? His character.
Yeah, Jeremy Landon. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I think he said he was supposed to come back from Mallrats 2. I think he got the whole cast from Mallrats 2 to come back.
Because man, I feel like his character is the only character we have not heard anything about.
I get this BAM Geek box. It has autographs in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this autographed picture. I was like, oh my God, it's him from Mallrats. And I know it's not Jeremy London, it's his brother. I'm like, why am I getting this? What was he in? Oh, I know what it was. I think it was wasn't he was in Dazed and Confused.
He was the one in Dazed.
I think that's the autograph. I think it's him in Dazed and Confused.
Right.
And I was like,
yeah.
Then luckily the following month I got Tom Welling's autograph. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, we haven't heard from Jeremy London in a while. We haven't heard from his now wife. If you go by the epilogue after the movie.
Did you know? Oh, remember the what was her name? The girl that was writing the book about hooking up with older guys and stuff like that.
Trish the Dish.
Yeah, Trish the Dish. There you go. She is actually dating Elias.
Well, she'll probably be in the movie then. She'll probably be in Clerks III. We haven't seen her since Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Right, yeah. And she was Trish the Dish in that, wasn't she?
That was Trish the Dish.
Yeah.
She walked out of the movie theater at the end with good Lord, I can't think tonight.
I know, man. Me neither. Joey Adams character.
Joey Adams. Joey Lauren Adams.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track of the group. Oh man.
It's not.
Oh no. I understand. I've had my moments today too. It's been a day.
Taking those screws.
But yeah, there's a lot of characters we haven't heard from in a long while. Especially, I feel like Jay and Silent Bob was the last one that tried to fit like everybody in it.
Yeah.
But Jeremy London's character, like, not a word since Mallrats. Like, the last thing was they got married by the Jaws. They're right. Yeah. And it's like, man, I wonder what they've been up to. I mean, maybe this one or Clerks or Mallrats 2 we'll figure it out. But.
Well, Mallrats 2, I'm pretty sure that's set, because I think when he went around trying to get everybody back, with every person he was able to get, he took a picture and posted it on Facebook, which included Shannon Doherty. Which, speaking of, I have not heard an update on her health condition in a long time.
Last I knew, she was battling cancer, man. Like,
yes, she was battling cancer,
like stage 4.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't had an update. I haven't seen an update on her. Nothing. I'm assuming that could be good. Like, maybe. I'm assuming if she passed away, we'd know about it.
Oh yeah, we definitely know about it. I mean, in Hollywood, we find out like minutes after it happens. It seems like
Right.
But yeah, Clerks 3, it should be fun. I'm definitely want to see what's going on with Elias.
And is the video store still open?
Right.
RSV.
Yeah, right. What's RSV doing?
Or did Jay get to turn that into his pot place? What was it called? Choke the chicken? Or something like that?
Cock tokers.
Cock smokers.
Yeah, cock smokers.
Cock smokers. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I think it was the store, RSV, and then
that was always that mystery door.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's get into it. This is going to be a long one here.
Oh man.
And before we get into that, if any of you watching have any questions or anything, please post them down in the comments. We re-record every Tuesday, so if you have anything like questions or comments that you want to have addressed, go to our Facebook page, Masters of the Geekverse. Go on there, post them, and we'll see what we can do about getting them put here on the show. Hit that subscribe button, because you guys have been doing awesome. We're up to 380 subscribers now.
That's awesome.
I'm personally am looking for at least 600 by the end of the year. So hey, let's get there.
And there's no such thing as stupid questions. And if there is, we're going to make fun of you. I'm just letting you know. Just kidding.
But all in fun.
You're right. Only in fun.
So, all right, let's go ahead and get into Bray Wyatt. Big shocker, just boom, Bray Wyatt.
It was, man. At first I thought it was a joke. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was just like somebody,
there was trolling. So much speculation that it's part of a story because they say Bray Wyatt. They didn't say his real name.
Yeah.
They didn't say the Fiend. It's part of the storyline. Bray Wyatt's gone, but the Fiend is here to stay. And no, that is not the case.
No, he's gone.
Apparently they had behind the scenes heat between him and Vince because he didn't like the way his character was going.
You mean Vince dropped the ball? Oh, shocker. Yeah, man.
He's your favorite. He was your favorite. You have him tattooed on you.
I do.
Right here. See your armpits. A little closer to the camera. Yeah,
I got him tattooed on me, man. Because I feel like this character was the best character since probably The Undertaker, man. And look at Taker. I mean,
I wouldn't say he's the best character since Taker. Remember, Taker's been there for a while.
I'm talking about like to come out of. I mean, like Dark versus Evil. From
I'd say in that case since Kane, because Kane.
Oh yeah, since Kane. Like parts unknown kind of thing.
And I don't like what they did. I've been thinking about it, and Mickie James I think has a point.
She does.
I think they had this set up for a long time. They were like, okay, we're going to make Mickie James the Fiend character for a while. And then eventually we're just going to get rid of Bray, and then we can control the Fiend character through Alexa Bliss. And it's not Alexa Bliss's fault.
No, don't get me wrong.
Alexa on her on Twitter since this whole thing happened. And I want to say, don't do that. It's not her fault. She goes with it because it's her job.
Don't be an asshole just because to her. Like, she's doing what she's told. She has a job. She has to follow what she's told. Don't be an asshole.
And she's doing a great job.
She has been doing a great job. And she even posted on Twitter, like you said, like after it happened, she was just as shocked as anybody else.
Yeah.
And it's just budget cuts, and I'm like,
yeah, the reason they fired him, according to John Laurinaitis, was budget cuts. Which between last year and this quarter, they've been so high in profits.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Not having to go on the road from house show to house show saved them a lot of money. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot.
And not to mention the fact he was one of the biggest selling merchandise of anybody.
All right. Dude, I bought the Fiend elf on a shelf off WWE.com, man. Like,
I went back today to go get the Bray Wyatt Fiend figures that I found at Target and Walmart. Gone.
I believe it.
I'm not gonna find any now.
No, it's gonna end up on eBay.
I should have checked eBay actually. I bet they're going up.
But like they was selling, man. And like I bought the elf on a shelf Fiend. I think have like a Christmas ornament. And it was just like all the time.
And what really sucks is wherever he ends up going, that character's gone. He can't do anything like that character because it's owned by the WWE.
Right. Well,
so, I mean, I know he has a new gimmick coming where he's the
Cult of Vyant.
Cult of Rotundant or Cult of Wyndham. Cult of Wyndham.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Wyndham?
I think so. Yeah.
Something like that. People will correct us in the comments, I'm sure.
All right. Thanks, Dix. No.
But yeah, so he already has an idea. The fact that he already has an idea for a new character,
right,
just shows how much of a brilliant.
Right, but see, I was thinking about if he could take the Fiend with him or not, like, because like he created the.
I don't think he can take the Fiend,
the name,
the mask, and everything. I don't know.
Well, the mask though was created by Tom. I can't think of his name.
It was the one that did. Yeah.
He's done like Jason and Freddy and all them guys.
Yeah.
And like this, so I'm wondering if like okay, like Vince probably owns the name The Fiend, but since he had this huge like makeup artist, mask maker come in and make the mask.
Yeah, I think he paid to make that mask.
I think he did
WWE
too.
did.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's copyright. You know what I mean?
Speaking of though, where do you think he's going?
If he goes, I'd like to see him go to AEW and take over the Dark Order or have something to do with the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Since Brody Lee.
Yeah. I want to see him go to AEW.
Yeah. And plus, these days, if you go to AEW, you can go anywhere. I mean, there's such an open door anymore through the company.
Wrestle there, you can wrestle to Japan, you can go to Impact Wrestling, TNA. Who would have thought that we would get all these brands together? And there's WWE over here going, we're just going to do our own thing because we know.
Yeah, like Vince.
We know what you want to see.
Yeah. No, you don't. And
we want to see The Fiend. Which, speaking of Raw, I didn't watch Raw, but I saw all the video footage.
Yes.
From before the show even started, all the way to the end, they were shouting, "We want Bray Wyatt."
Yeah, we want Wyatt. We want
CM Punk.
Yeah, they were in Chicago, and you know how the Chicago crowd is.
Oh,
like they should have been like,
all right. Here.
Yeah, they should have been like, we're going to Chicago on Monday. Should we fire him today? Because, like, dude, Chicago, they will let you know you're like an idiot, dumbass. And
for the TV show, they actually did fake audio for the crowd reactions.
Yeah.
And when Drew McIntyre came out, somebody hit the wrong button or something because Michael Cole said 16-time world champion. What?
Who? What? But
so that's how you found out. That's how you figured out that they've been manipulating all the crowd reactions.
Right. And during the Alexa Bliss like promos, man, they was like, "We want Wyatt. We want Wyatt," and like, don't do that to her. But like in a way, like they should know that's going to happen during her promos. But in a way, like, don't, like we said, don't be dicks. Don't be a dick to Alexa. Like, that's not her fault. It's
not her fault.
She didn't get him fired. She's doing what she's told. It's a shitty situation, especially for her. And, if
WWE was smart right now, they would just drop that whole angle.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But they just released the Lily dolls though, man, on www.shop.com. So
that thing is so damn creepy. Who the hell is gonna order that thing?
Dude, my girls want one.
Your girls are messed up.
I know, that's what I said. I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll think about getting you one. But I swear to God, if I wake up with that doll laying next to me, I'm burning the whole house down.
I'd do it. I would do it. I'm sorry. I'm not
I know. Same, but I mean, I'd like to see Bray and Bo.
Well, Bo's been released. Bo was released during the first set of firings, wasn't he?
This year, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see him. Yeah, if he doesn't end up in the Dark Order somehow, I would love to see him and his brother, because that's what I've always wanted to see. Right. Team up and be a tag team or something. Maybe that could be the Cult of Wyndham or whatever he's calling him.
Bray's such a genius, man, and he is. And he's even Cornette has said Bray Wyatt has one of the greatest minds in wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, his dad is though. His dad,
And if you can get if you don't know Jim Cornette on 2021, 2020, and he compliments you in that way, it's big, because everything to Jim Cornette right now, I feel, is like a mudsling wrestling show.
Yeah.
Besides
I've been
a few,
Jim Cornette guy, but him and I kind of go back and forth on things. A lot of things,
yeah, same.
But a lot of things, I just think, God, he's just an asshole. And some of the things, like, okay, yeah.
But Cornette's really smart, though, man. Like Cornette knows his wrestling, and
oh no, I'll never take that away.
Right, and
he's been in the business a while.
Right. He's more about like old school wrestling. He's not into the super kick stuff. No. Like he's like, screw that, man. He's like the guy that would still be like, give me Andre the Giant versus like Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 3 or whatever.
Yeah, that's my one issue with Cornette is he just can't get today's wrestling. And don't get me wrong, I'm old school too. I love old school wrestling. Right. But I've learned to come to respect the new stuff that's being done because that takes just about as much talent and skill as the old school.
Right. He's like, today's wrestling's so damn corny. Do you not remember the 80s? Like early 90s was like gimmick wrestling, man. Like
one name, one wrestler, The Goon.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll throw another one out there. Duke the Dumpster Dross. How about the plumber?
All right.
What is it? T.L. Hopper.
Yep. And we're not like wrestling like enthusiasts. We're not like but the 80s, early 90s dress gimmicks were, Doink the Clown, dude. You got a clown wrestling.
Nikki Ash is pushing the limit. It's kind of right there on the line.
Right.
I dig her new character, though. I do.
Same.
It'd be nice to when I say they need to get rid of that thing that's going on with Alexa Bliss. They need to have Nikki Ash in her fight, and then that is what cures her craziness, and maybe they could be a team or something. And
that'd be cool. And the whole superhero thing was like her idea.
It was her idea. It was not WWE's. I'm waiting for the Hurricane to come in at some point and be like, pass the torch to her. Or Mighty Molly Holly.
Yep. Like, it's cool, but my favorite Nikki was NXT.
The Psycho.
She was great, man. She was awesome.
That was my favorite too. And they carried over to the main roster for a while.
For a minute, and then she became friends with Alexa Bliss and kind of toned down. And then now she's, Nikki Ash, which, if it works, it works. Like, kids will eat it up, especially at today's age. People love superheroes. Like, if you can get that over, good for you. That's awesome. Not everybody can do that, and she has, and she's having fun with it. So and like you convinced Vince to let you do this, and he was like, "Yeah, do it." And like that's a big accomplishment in itself these days. And he put the strap on her. Yeah. So you know what? Good for you, Nikki Ash. Good for you. So how about a little bit of karma? Not me talking about the wrestler, but I'm talking about the match between Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. I wanted to call her Nyla Rose. So how about that for a bit of karma? Oh, Nyla Jax got busted open. Yeah. And she was bleeding. She's the one always injuring people. Yep. This week she got injured. Yeah. Maybe, this will make her knock it off. Because pay a little bit more attention. Yeah. Be more careful. It's gotten old. But kudos to her for going through with the rest of the match though. Right. And I'm not a huge fan of Jax, so no. But I don't like the reasons she's being pushed. She obviously needs more training. They won't train her because they want her on the main roster because she's a relation to The Rock. Yeah. It can only work for so long, man. Until, the way people have been getting let go the past, since last year, and you never know. And who's safe now? Like, they released Bray Wyatt.
Nobody, absolutely nobody. Who's
I feel.
Do they even have any big stars right now? Honestly, I think the last one was Cena.
Yeah, Cena's back.
I know Cena's back, but he's going to be gone as soon as SummerSlam's
done.
Yeah.
Roman, he's been doing pretty good as a heel, but they're not.
I wouldn't call him a big top star, though.
No, I mean, yeah, it depends.
I mean, they don't. What I'm saying is, they don't have a John Cena. They don't have a Stone Cold. They don't have a Hulk Hogan. They don't have a Roddy Piper.
No,
they don't. Hell, they really don't have a Ric Flair. We'll get into that in a minute.
All right. But
I feel that they have that, a face of the company,
and they don't. And in a way, Wyatt was on his way. I feel like Wyatt was on his way.
Wyatt could have been the next freaking Undertaker.
He could have, and I believe he was supposed to be. It's just Saudi Arabia, or was it Saudi Arabia? I think it was, where he lost the belt to Goldberg. Just completely threw everything off. I mean, it's like you have the Fiend, who is just getting up after hit after hit after hit, but Goldberg comes along, and all of a sudden, like,
they wanted that match between him and Reigns, which didn't happen because Reigns had to leave. So they end up putting him with Strowman.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And it was like, and then Fiend did not this past WrestleMania, but the year before, like this match with John Cena he had, it wasn't even really a wrestling match. That whole thing was amazing.
I still need to see that.
Oh, dude, it was
I haven't
awesome.
Seen the Boneyard match either with the Taker and Sonic.
Yeah, that was good. But the match with Cena and Bray was like awesome. And Bray, took him through like John Cena through the years, and then like took him down a road that he could have been, and all this. It was great.
Cena.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I loved it. That was my stuff right there. But yeah, man, like wherever Bray goes, though, I feel like they will know what to do with him a lot better than what the hell's been going on with him in WWE.
And then another shocker that ended up becoming, Ric Flair being fired. That's the first thing you saw. Ric Flair terminated. We wish him all his best endeavors, all that. And then you find out he asked for his release.
Yeah.
Because he didn't like, basically what it come down to, he didn't like the way he was being portrayed on TV with him and Lacey Evans story.
Yeah. Because he was like banging Lacey, I guess, dating Lacey, whatever it was.
Storyline,
yeah,
she became pregnant
to pretty much screw over his own daughter or something. And there's like no reason behind it besides like it's Ric Flair and he's wanting to get laid by a younger female.
He even said he was very uncomfortable with it.
That, well, look at him, man. Like we're not talking about like Ric Flair. Not even 10 years ago, Flair's got to be like 70s, maybe early 80s.
He just had I was about to say, he just had a birthday last year. I'm trying to remember. The last time I remember them saying his age, he was attacked by Batista.
Oh, yeah.
That was a few years ago, though. I don't know the damn age. Is he in the 70s or he's in, I think 73, 74?
He might be, but like, I mean, and they put
I'm still
him
convinced he's going to die in the ring.
Me too. I think he would, man. But like, you got to think about it. Like, he chose like over his own daughter. It didn't set right. I don't think it's set right with a lot of people, especially in this day and age.
I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a Raw or sat down and watched SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'll go on YouTube the next day and I'll see everybody's like reviews on it, and I'll see footage here and there. I'm sorry, I've become an AEW guy I like how they handle their wrestlers. I like everything about AEW, and there's nothing about WWE that I like.
I still watch. I mostly watch NXT. I'll watch NXT and I'll read up what happened on like Raw or SmackDown. But other than that,
nice name drop here. I'll go to Wrestle Talk.
Wrestle Talk
on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I'll watch their reviews and stuff like that.
I usually read up on wrestling on
or WrestleMania.
Yeah, 434. They do like play for play action of what's going on TVs and pay-per-views and stuff like that. It's just easier to be like, oh, okay, But I just like Vince is out of touch, and I feel like it's just
for a long time.
Oh yeah, he has, and I feel like it's just going downhill and down and down and down and down. And I also read that like the Fox and Universal are pissed.
They're pissed they got rid of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, and it's like you can't blame them because if you don't think they watch the numbers, then you're nuts, because they're seeing what puts them up here, what puts them down here. Bray always, I feel like, put them up here. And
make it worse, he was coming back in August for SummerSlam.
Yeah, he was. And I feel like, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I feel like there's going to be a day that Vince walks in and the board of directors or whatever you want to call it sitting there, and he's going to be like, well, what's everybody doing here? And they're going to be like, man, we took a vote. Like, we had to talk. Like, you got to go. Dude. You're killing us. You're killing it. You're killing us. Like, this is just.
Well, here's the thing. They're not going to do that anytime soon because somehow they're still profitable. They're still making tons of money.
Yeah. And it's because they're not spending. Like, I know they're doing fans are back on like Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah, the live events are back.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're doing the house shows.
I think they are.
Are they? I don't know.
I think they are.
But
I know AEW is.
Yeah, that's AEW is. But
I tried to get us tickets for that Chicago pay-per-view for AEW. And as soon as I logged in, the tickets were already gone.
Oh, yeah. Because people are expecting Punk to debut.
Well, this was before
Chicago.
Punk.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I'm actually contemplating getting the pay-per-view for that.
Yeah.
My Punk, Brian, two of my favorite wrestlers.
Same.
Punk, number one.
Yeah.
I'll say Punk, my current number one. Roddy Piper will always be my number one overall. But
Piper.
The more current wrestlers are definitely Punk.
Yeah. But yeah,
man. You will about him.
I feel like, they need to do something. WWE needs to do something before it's too late. Because people are starting to post pictures of emptier arenas. I feel like it is.
And the wrestlers' morale is also so low at this point. Because like you stated, if they got rid of people like Strowman and Wyatt, who's safe? Is anybody safe?
Yeah. I feel like Roman's safe. Roman. Who's WWE champion? Oh, Bobby Lashley.
Still?
Yeah, he's facing Goldberg at SummerSlam.
Oh, well, his title runs over.
All right, that's gonna draw the big ones. But what gets me is like they fire
bringing up some of their own guys and building them up to face Lashley. You're gonna bring in Goldberg, a part-timer.
All right. And what gets me
they used to build up their wrestlers, man. They used to make stars.
All right. And what gets me, man, is they let go of Wyatt, Aleister Black, even Buddy Murphy. Strowman, but they hired back Eva Marie.
Yeah, who has she even wrestled, or has she still had that one girl wrestle for them?
She's still having that one girl wrestle, from what I understand. Like they're doing tag matches, but like she does all the work, and Eva Marie just sits outside, like, you should do it. Let's go. And it's just like, man, you got to stop.
And then they brought back Selena Vega, and she hasn't won a single freaking match in 4 weeks.
No.
Like, what's the point of bringing her back?
All right. And then you got Bailey. Bailey's injured, so
Bailey.
I was thinking about that the other day, man. I'm like, man, Bailey's injured, supposed to be out like 7 to 9 months or whatever it was. Like, she needs to be careful, because they could just be like, she's not going to be here for like 7 to 9 months anyways. Instead of paying her while she's sitting at home, let's just like release her.
Yeah. Like, I would say either her or Bliss could become the face of the women's division.
Right. Yeah.
I feel they're always trying to push Sasha Banks.
Right.
Or Charlotte Flair.
Right. But I mean, now that Charlotte's boyfriend's in AEW, everybody's like, she's gonna go to AEW.
She's been getting a lot of heat backstage.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like, man, the wrestling world's like all kind of crazy right now. It's like all these companies are opening the forbidden door to work with each other, and everybody's making money and everything's going great.
That's just like the old territories. The old territories would do that all the time.
Yeah. And you got Vince that's stuck in his ways. Like,
yeah, he doesn't want. I mean, imagine if he opened his doors and allowed all AEW, New Japan, TNA, Impact, whatever, Ring of Honor, like all these guys, and then the WWE guys can go over there. They can go to imagine the possibilities. Right. He wants to make money. That is money written right there. That's here.
Right. Like, I mean, could you imagine?
So stuck in his place, so damn stubborn.
Like, could you imagine like Jay White versus Finn Balor, like the recent leader of the Bullet Club versus the creator of the Bullet Club? Like, come on, there's money. Like, Vince loves money, but he's just like, I'll just make my own money my own way. Screw all these other guys.
His ideas.
Yeah.
Like, that goes all the way back to the invasion with WCW and WWE. If he would have waited about 4 months, 3 months, he would have had Sting, Flair. He would have had all big names that fans wanted to see.
Yeah.
And we could have had Taker and Sting. We could have had the Outsiders versus whoever.
Like, because it was like they did the big top guys didn't have contracts with WCW. Their contract was with like Time Warner.
Well, no, and they were allowed to either get new ones with WWE or just let them ride out. Right. Or if WWE would just waited, they wanted to ride them out. Then they could have said, okay, let's negotiate. Flair came in literally a couple months later after the invasion.
Yeah. And it would have been good. Like, it just, the invasion was good. But it had its moments.
It did have its moments.
But I feel like the only big stars they really had was like Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page. I think.
Look what they did with Diamond Dallas Page.
All right, that was crap.
That was horrible.
And then like after the invasion, like Flair came in and bought part of Stephanie and Shane's part of the company, and that's when they brought back the NWO. Like, no, man, could you imagine like the invasion coming and with the NWO and Sting like leading? It would have been a whole different experience.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, yeah, I don't really have much to say more about the Bray Wyatt thing. Hopefully, here in the next 90 days, because seems he's been fired. He's got the 90-day no compete clause, which is bullshit. Hopefully, we'll see him in AEW.
All right.
And we'll get to see this new character.
All right. So we was talking about doing a new thing on the show each week, like at the end of the show, like find of the week.
Yeah, our favorite find of the week, as far as like toy or comic book or movie, whatever.
Right.
You want to go first, sir? Because it's going to take me a minute to get mine out. That's right here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My find of the week was this. I lost my mind when I found it. The Incredible Hulk.
I remember you texting me like, I got it, but it didn't come with the movies.
You're right. But it's still so good. I was just like, that's so freaking awesome. I had to get it. Like, I'm not really huge on box sets, but this, I was like, I gotta get it.
They released years ago this big black box set, right?
Yeah.
It was about the time the first Hulk movie came out. That horrible one with the Hulk dogs, and he punches the Hulk dog, and then that movie.
Okay.
It's got the whole series in that, and that doesn't fit on my shelf whatsoever. But it was awesome. And then they released that thing that you got, and I'm like,
all right, this was great though, man. Walmart, $49.99, but totally worth it. Yeah, all 5 seasons, and I'm loving it. It's like starts off first banner. Just I'm like, I love it, man. And, and it's got some documentaries, like behind the scenes, lost episodes on, I think it was season 2 and 4 or something like that.
Now, does that one have the special feature episodes of Knight Rider on them?
No.
Okay.
No, I wish. But it does have.
Some of them had. I think some of them had episodes of Knight Rider or A-Team or something.
Right, but it does have Hulk fighting a bear. One of my favorites.
Or the bear. God, that.
One of my favorite scenes, man, was Hulk fighting the bear.
Is it my turn?
It is.
So I just started. Well, I won't say collecting. So I'm no longer collecting. I got the whole finished set in as of today.
All right.
Back in 2017, Playmobil got the licensing rights to Ghostbusters. So they brought out all these Ghostbuster sets. They brought out the Firehouse and the Ep.2, Stay Puft, all the characters.
Right.
And I love the Firehouse, but it's really too big to bring in. So I'll bring in my other thing here.
Okay.
Ep.2. And this thing is just awesome.
Dude, that is awesome. I love it.
But this is my bet. This is the awesome thing. Check this out.
Oh, it's actually got the lights.
And
that's awesome. Oh, that's tight, man.
And then it's like 3. Those are really bright LEDs, by the way.
It looks like it.
I mean, it's awesome. You take the top off. It's 3 AAA batteries. And inside, I mean, you can fit a driver, passenger seat, with 2 more Ghostbusters in there. In here, you can put their backpacks, proton packs there. Open out, there's a spot for the freaking ghost trap. So you can, it's what I really love about it is rubber wheels. I'm a fan of rubber wheels on vehicles.
Yeah. Well, it's because the plastic ones, man. I feel like
it rolls really well and it's so quiet.
Yeah. It just doesn't. It doesn't give you the same feels as the rubber ones.
What's awesome is I got this Ep.2 this week, and I think tomorrow and Saturday, because I ordered 2 of them and they ship them separately. I'm getting 2 Ecto-1 from the Kenner Classic line.
Really?
One to open and one to keep in the box. I got that from Walmart, the Walmart.com. Pre-ordered them earlier this year, back in February or March, I think.
Oh, wow.
And then from Australia on pulpculture.com, popculture.com, I had ordered the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Party Van. It's a reissue. It's the same one you got in the 80s. It's a reissue. Few changes. I guess there's a few stickers in that didn't come with. But yeah, those are for the Turtles. And never mind, because I moved them. I actually found Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo at Walmart today. The vintage figures. They reissued
Really?
those. So I grabbed those 3 today. No Donatello. Awesome. And I've actually looked on eBay. Nobody has a Donatello.
Really? Are they making Donatello?
The 3 turtles. I think they ship the 3 turtles and they're shipping Donatello separately. All right. But this is my pick for the week right here.
Yes. That is awesome. I'm definitely going to try to find one. I think. You convinced me just by the lights and show.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, go on it.
Ah!
Go on Amazon.
Amazon.
I might have to.
Another thing.
Oh no!
New logo.
Parts came off.
Is the updated logo going to be on the beginning of this one?
Yes, I believe it will be.
Awesome.
I believe we'll have the new logo, which is the same lettering but different background essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It was the background stuff was actually made by Simply Sloth, SLOTHEE. This is one that I've got some stuff working on, like maybe some t-shirts, hats, and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Look them up on Facebook.
Maybe next week we'll have those.
We should have them. Are you going to that con on Saturday? Quad
yes.
Con? Okay. I'll be there. I'll bring your stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, check them out on Facebook. They make awesome, t-shirts, hats. They even do koozies. I found out through my fiance, who had some like t-shirts and stuff done for a bachelorette party, and I was like, oh man, those are cool, bachelorette party stuff. And then we started doing this, and I was like, I want to get some stuff made. So
hopefully next week we will be shooting with our new shirts, our new hats,
looking all stylish,
styling, profiling. Woo!
Yeah,
we cannot be wooing.
Simply Slow. Look them up on Facebook. They're awesome. They'll get your stuff done. They're really a lot of communication. Like they're really is this okay? Is this good? Like yeah, So it's good. They definitely take pride in their work and look out for the customer.
All right, cool. So again here, if there's anything you would like to hear us to talk about or discuss, again, leave it down in the comments. Hit us up on Facebook at Masters of the Geekverse. And of course, I mentioned it earlier. Please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get at least 600 subscriptions by the end of the year. Hit that like button if you like the video. Leave your comments down below. Please be nice. Nasty comments will be deleted.
Again, don't be an asshole.
Pretty much. Anything else you'd like to say before we head on out of here?
Let's see. No, nothing that I can think of. Besides, join us again next week.
Every Thursday.
And, let us in.
Let us in. Oh, yeah.
The Fiend. Let us in.
I'm going to miss that song.
Me too, man. It was so
good. His Wyatt family song. I'm going to miss it.
Follow the buzzards instead of follow the buzzards. Follow the Geekverse.
What is this?
This is my like Bray Wyatt, like, you know, the whole world in his hands. Like, I don't know. I'm just doing stuff with my hands. I'll stop now.
Just keep them where we can see them. That's all I'm saying. All right. With that being said, I am Retro John. This is Double J, Jared Joseph. We will catch you next week.
Take it easy.